A broke girl broke down into tears as a man rejected her. Broke girls are breaking down into tears as men are rejecting them. I mean, they kind of did it to themselves. Today's video is going to be a really interesting one. It comes from Modern Dating here. Their channel will be linked in the description so you can go and check them out. Watch it in the video to fully understand how this is affecting women going forward, why so many women are now breaking down into tears as the economy is getting worse and men are going MWA, which is walking away, or MGTOW, which is going their own way. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
You let me back in the car, please.
No.
What do you mean, no?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You need,
no?
you need.
What is this?
What do you mean? What is this? Can you not unlock the car?
What is this? What?
It's a Rolex, love.
I'm
It's your
actually
birthday.
in shock. What do you
What?
mean? This is a Rolex?
Love, it's your birthday present.
Why is it so tiny?
What do you mean? Why is it so tiny?
It's so small. Like, how is that a Rolex? This is my birthday present.
Well, yeah, it's your birthday present. It costs £4,000.
It costs £4,000. That's what I'm worth to you.
Sorry.
£4,000, and we've been together 5 years.
What does the gift price has to do with how long they have been together? Instead of this reaction, she should appreciate his gesture, because many people are getting nothing.
What's the problem? Just open the door.
Just so tiny. Like, I can't believe that you would buy me this and expect me to actually
What?
like it.
Well, why not? It's a beautiful watch.
It's alright. It's a bit. Why is it so small?
Because it's a lady-sized watch.
Well, I don't want a lady size watch then. Give me the bigger one then.
He should take the watch back, as it no longer makes sense. If she found a way to complain about its size, it shows that she is focusing on the wrong thing. So what's the point?
Well, what do you mean you want the big? Just let me back in my car.
How is this a Rolex? A Rolex is supposed to be big.
Love,
I
it's
can't even wear this. This is like the size of my hairband.
no, it's literally a lady-sized watch. Why are you not being happy about it?
You know, guys, this is the situation. This is the place that we're at right now. So I believe it's her birthday. He gives her a $4,000 Rolex watch, and her response is, "What the hell is this? You think I'm only worth $4,000 to you?" Guys, I want you to understand that modern women, at this point, the average girl off the street is more far gone than a lot of the celebrities in Hollywood. I'm just being so straight with you. A lot of the individuals, a lot of the women on this, a lot of these individuals, women off just women in society as a whole, are now more toxic than women in Hollywood. Like, you have a better shot. It's sad to say this because even some of these, a lot of these women in Hollywood are very, they're feminist women. They're very liberated and all this other stuff. You have a better shot with them. You have a much better shot with them. Girls who are worth millions of dollars. You have a better shot with Zendaya than you do with the typical woman in society. And there's a reason for it. Because, say what you want, a lot of the women in Hollywood had to work for it. They had to work for it. They had to go out there. They had to grind. They actually had to create value for others. They have to actually work hard for their money. So to them, they still understand the concept of value and of where money comes from and how and that it's not free. Okay? So a lot of these girls will break down into tears and they'll say, like, I had to work so hard to get what I have. Okay? So it's easier to approach one of these women. Like, it sounds crazy. You're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get close to Taylor Swift right now because she's so famous. But back when Taylor was just like a normal girl, yeah, it would be easier to approach her. I'm not even joking. Selena Gomez, easier to approach her. Ariana Grande, easier to approach her. These girls who are worth $100 million. I'm not messing with you. They are easier to approach, easier to speak to, because even the most feminist of feminist girls, they're easier to talk to in Hollywood right now. They're your typical girl that works at McDonald's, because your typical girl that works at McDonald's thinks she's a celebrity, and it's like her entire life is The Bachelor or Bachelorette, and she's auditioning men. This is how it is. because modern women don't work for anything. They get everything for free. Private jets, they get for free. Gifts, they get for free. I remember when Ariana Grande started blowing up, she got like a, I forgot what, I think, I forgot the name of the car that she got. It was this, it was an SUV, and she was pumping her own gas in this giant car. But that's just how it is. Versus the typical modern woman who is handed everything and they don't even know how to pump gas. And they will expect a man to go out and pump gas for them. They don't pay their own bills. They basically have simps all around them. They have a bunch of simps, or just poor idiot. Well, they're simps who they're using for different things. This simp they use for this simp they use for that. And then they have Tyrone and Chad on the side to make them happy and to provide them with the vitamin D that they so enjoy. That's the reality we are in right now. Like, this is one of the reasons why, as men, you have to stop going and looking for these low value women. All right, men have to stop dating low value women. Most modern women are low value. Most modern women are low value. That's one of the reasons why guys are killing it over in Japan right now. Because you go over to Japan and you have women in Japan who have education. These women have education. They're professionals. They have to grind for their money. And yet they appreciate going on dates with you. They appreciate your time. They appreciate spending time with you. And women in Western society, they get pissed off by this. If you look at what's happening in China, you have the simp economy over there that's collapsing because you have a bunch of women who think that they are special princesses and everything is owed to them. And what's happening over there? The simp economy is collapsing, and these are the same women demanding $80,000 or even $1 million just to marry them when they're 40 years old. A lot of women, they're so far gone. It's basically Elon describes it as kind of like a mind virus. He called it the woke mind virus, but there are many mind viruses, but they're all interconnected. And this one is one where it's led women to believe that their value is greater than it really is. Like, I want you to understand, the average woman thinks that she's more valuable than most female celebrities. Like, oh my gosh, I like watching Kim Kardashian, but like, seriously, I'm better than Kim. Like, I am far prettier than Kim. I can do, but like, this is the mental state of these women. They don't like. I'm not a big fan of Kim Kardashian. I know a lot of you don't like her, but at least Kim Kardashian goes to work. Most of these women are not built for work. They don't want, guys, they are not built for work. They are not built for labor. They are not built for hard times. All right. This is their mental state. This is their 100% mental state. They don't actually want to have to put in the hard work that comes with life. For them, it's just one big adventure, and then they think that they can walk away and go enter into soft girl era when they're in their 40s. And a man is going to come along that's a millionaire or a billionaire and then give them a life of luxury and ease so they can chill, buy expensive cars, and do whatever the hell that they want. Like, they have zero financial literacy. I'm not a fan of Cardi B. Some of her music is okay. Some of her recent stuff is really garbage. Like, WAP is disgusting. WAP is, WAP basically stands for wet, wet booty kitty, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm not really into that. I think it's gross. But she makes some interesting points when she keeps it real. One of the things she was talking about is how expensive groceries are becoming. Like, she's worth something like $20 to $30 million right now, and she was discussing like groceries are so damn expensive, and people were criticizing her, like, how dare you talk about how expensive groceries are? You have no idea how, like, you should be talking about how expensive groceries are when you're a millionaire. And she basically threw a lot of shade back at people. She was like, listen, you're criticizing me, because I'm a millionaire, and you're saying that because I'm a millionaire, I should not be complaining about how much groceries cost. And she says, that's because you're disconnected from the value of money. Like, y'all are completely disconnected from the value of money. You have no financial literacy. And she's 100% right. Modern women have no financial literacy. Guys, I tell you about them. I don't talk about them as much as often. I used to talk about them a lot. The millionaires. I have a lot of millionaires on my channel. I get pictures from millionaires. I get pictures from wealthy people. I have to keep everything private because that's how it basically works. And they'll show me their cars, they'll show me all of this shit that they've acquired and the nice lives that they're living, and they're basically laughing at a lot of you. They're based not you in general. You don't like people who are financially responsible, but there are a lot of you who are like, oh, that these people don't exist. These, if you're a millionaire, you're gonna drive a nice car. No, these dudes are not driving expensive cars. They're not driving. They drive old luxury cars. They keep it simple. Some have really nice homes, but they're not living, guys. They're not living extravagant lives. All right, they're not living extravagant lives. These are people that understand financial literacy. There are those who are rich, and there are those who are wealthy. And the wealthy will have money indefinitely. Mark Cuban, dude literally goes shopping at like in the morning and like in the early hours of the morning, and he looks for the best deals. Like, dude is not spending money like dude's a billionaire. He's not spending money like that. And the reason why is because it's the financial habits that you develop that lead to you becoming wealthy. All right? You don't change these habits. There were people who were attacking Warren Buffett's wife, evidently, at a billionaires camp. And I was like so angry about the whole situation. I was furious. Not that I agree with everything that Warren Buffett has done or said, and and maybe related to his politics, but I will say this: I was so like, if the story is true, I was so infuriated. I was so pissed off. They were attacking his wife because basically there's this billionaires camp, and they went to a billionaires camp, and evidently the coffee at the time, I know this was like 3 years ago, the coffee was like $5 a cup, and his wife was complaining about the cost of the coffee. And he's a billionaire, and people were like, these people are billionaires. Her husband is a billionaire. She is a billionaire, and she has the nerve to complain about a $5 cup of coffee at a $5 cup of coffee at a billionaire camp. And keep in mind, now it's probably like $10 for that cup of coffee. There's a YouTube channel I used to follow, right, about a guy who lived in the Philippines, and he would basically say, men are going to the Philippines and they're spending $100 for a $1 cup of coffee. Okay, they get into relations with a Filipina and they basically spend all of this money on her. Well, you have to understand, it's still a $1 cup of coffee. And that's not to be disrespectful, but that's just how much things cost there compared to the United States. And a lot of people have lost their connection with value, worth, how much money is actually worth, and what they should actually be spending. Look at the crazy inflation right now, guys. Like, I tried some hot wings a few years. I tried some hot wings recently from a plate from one of these restaurants, and it was basically 10 hot wings, and it was $22 for those 10 hot wings, and I saw people like crying on YouTube because I went to check out the reviews. And here's the thing about it, just a few years ago, it was just 10. It was $10 for 10 hot wings, and now it's $10. Now it's $22 for just and that was $22 for 10. And so it's like everything has just gone to hell, right? And people were like attacking this woman because she didn't want to spend $5 for a $1 cup of coffee. We're not talking about Starbucks. We're not talking about gourmet coffee, y'all. This is a $1 cup of coffee. We're talking about a cup of black coffee with a little cream in it, like those little small cups. A small cup, $5. You've got to be kidding me! And there's some of you idiots who are like, "Oh, you're just cheap." Are you an idiot? Are you an absolute idiot? We're talking about a small cup of coffee. not Starbucks. Very small cup of coffee. All right, that's it. That's a $1 cup of coffee, $5, and there's so many of you who just pay it and act like, oh, everything is okay. It's a level of It's a level of stupidity. It's an absolute level of stupidity. Many of you are gonna find your butts homeless, and that's where you belong, on the streets. You belong on the streets. You belong sleeping in the woods. All right. I hope you can't find your way into a shelter. I really do, because a lot of them will be overcrowded. If you are so dumb that you think a $1 cup of coffee, it's okay to pay $5 for a $1 cup of coffee, and then act like it's nothing and say stupid crap like, angry, it's just how the times are. You're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. That's why you're going to be flat broke. That's why you're going to suffer. Well, what am I supposed to do about it, angry? Use your freaking head. All right. I understand doing it from time to time. I understand if you're in a situation where, wow, what else am I going to do? But but you have to be connected. You have to be aware. This is why so many of you are in trouble right now. For example, I have idiots who are like, well, angry, I make $200,000 a year. I'm a single man and I can't survive. And I'm like, $200,000 a year? And you cannot survive on $200,000 a year? Like, I know I've lost subscribers over this because I'm constantly telling you guys off, and then you get pissed off with me. I don't care if you get pissed off with me. Get the hell out of my life. If you are so stupid that you are making $200,000 a year and have the absolute balls and gall to write into me and tell me that you can't survive on $200,000 a year because of the cost of rent, and then you listen to me. Then you need to change it up. Okay? You cannot afford to live in that neighborhood. You're an idiot. You want to live this comfortable life. And listen to me. You need to get yourself an RV, or get yourself an RV, get yourself a van. I don't care how you do it. Okay? And many of you are just, that's when you hit unsubscribe. Good. Hit unsubscribe. Walk away. You're going to look like such an idiot when you end up homeless on the street, when things go to hell. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones. I don't know. But when things go to hell and you're homeless on the street and you're out there telling people that you made over $1 million over the last 10 years, but you're a bum right now because the cost of living was so high. Guys, no one is going to feel sorry for you. People are going to look at you like you are out of your damn mind. If you're living in a place where the rent is so high that you cannot survive, then you have to make changes. One change is you can speak to your employer and say, listen, I want to work remotely because I'm spending way too much of my income, you know, on this, right? And you have to find some type of balance. Or if possible, live in like I said, get a van. Get a van, convert hence van, and live in that van. A lot of people, what some people do is they'll get a van and they will literally park that van in the parking lot of their employer. Park the van in the parking lot of the employer and basically sleep. Some people just sleep in their car. A lot of people just live in their car. That's doing what you have to do. And no one, and there's so many people do that's it. But if you're a damn idiot if you are living in a place where you're making $200,000 a year and your $200,000 salary is going towards rent, you have to be out of your mind. You're an idiot. You're telling me you cannot survive. You have almost nothing saved, very little savings. So you have you're making $200K a year, and you don't even have $15,000 saved, or all you have is $15,000 saved, and you have no other money because of all the money you're spending in rent and food. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're completely disconnected from money, and you deserve the streets. You deserve those streets. You deserve to be homeless. You deserve to struggle out there. You belong to the streets. That's where it's from the streets that you came, and it's to the streets that you shall return. I'm just being so real on that. I get so pissed off with these people. because life is very hard. Life is not easy. And so many people just don't comprehend it. They don't comprehend that you have to be mindful with your spending. You cannot be out there just spending wildly. Okay? If you're making, you have to compromise. You cannot be like the boomers. The boomers are lunatic. The boomers are crazy. They basically threw everything they had. They were born into the greatest economy in history, and they squandered everything. And when you speak to the boomers about saving, they tell you that, well, no one ever told us to save. So no one ever told us to save, so we just did it. Guys, this is it just sums up these people very, and then, that's why I don't want to have, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to deal with them. Increasingly, I just want to avoid them as much as possible. Not every boomer is bad, and there's a lot of knowledge that we can gain from these men, that came before us, and in terms of dating and relationships. But aside from that, overall, I don't want to deal with a lot of them, because they are so, and I'm not saying all of them, but most of them, because they are so entitled, and they have this, like, there's like this stupid stare that they do, like just basically like blank out when you're speaking to them, and there's like they don't hear you or they don't see you. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? I think people called it like the death, like, I mean, not even the death stare. I forget, a blank stare. They'll just get this. They'll do like a blank stare, like, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. It's like there's something wrong with these. There's something real. Just like I said, there's something wrong with Gen Z. There's something wrong with the boomers. Like, guys, I don't know what's wrong with these people. Okay, but it just reflects how narcissistic they are. The center of their lives were money. When many of us were growing up, they gave us very little. They gave us very little, and they took so much from us. These were people who did not have great financial literacy, but they lived their lives to the fullest. These are people who are blaming their parents right now. They're blaming their parents and everyone else around them for what's happening. They're saying that, oh, no one told them to plan for retirement. Bro, your parents told you not to depend on Social Security. Their parents told them, do not depend on Social Security. So if you were told not to depend on Social Security, then naturally it means that you needed to save. Save for retirement. They didn't do any of that. Yet, millennials have known for a long time, do not depend on Social Security, because there will be no Social Security for you going forward. This is the reason why a lot of millennials are going to begin abandoning the traditional economy soon, because they have to. As they get older, you're looking at Gen Xers right now, and a lot of Gen Xers are basically saying that, like, I'm 50. There was a comment I got from one of my subscribers. It was like almost hopeless, and there were a lot of Gen Xers like, bro, this is just reality. This man is living in reality. Dude's like, I'm 57. I'm never gonna retire, and basically, when I finally, I'm just waiting for them. My plan is that I'm just gonna be hauled off to the glue factory. That was it. That was it for him. That was it. Like, he was hopeless. He was absolutely hopeless. And a lot of Gen Xers called it reality. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, this is, and there was so many of y'all that popped in, like Gen Xers that popped in, like, yeah, this is just basically me right now. Like, Gen Z doesn't understand how life is. That's like another thing. There's so many Gen Xers walking around with rage because life did not go the way they were going to expect. They expected it would. And they did everything right, some of them. And they still got screwed. A lot of it's because of the boomers. And, they just basically hold their crap together and keep it moving. But you don't really want to run into these people because they have nothing. The older they get, the less they have to lose, and the more, spending a life sentence in prison means less to them. Like, you got to think about, some boomers are pushing 60 right now. The first generation of the baby boomers will be turning 60. The first of the boomers the boomers, the first of Gen X will be turning 60 in just a couple of months in 2025. And like I said, for a lot of Gen Xers, life just didn't go their way. They even ones who did what they're supposed to do, and they're walking around. They own their crap. They don't mess with anyone. They don't talk to anyone. They don't put their grief on anyone. But this is how it is. And you have Gen Xers that want to go mess with these people, and they walk around with this rage inside of them, and they're just ready to let. And like this. It's a very stupid thing. Some of you guys remember, like, you go back with me 10 years, and people used to say that I had the red pill rage. And you know, I thought it was the red pill rage. It wasn't the red pill rage, guys. It wasn't the red pill rage because I've been raging since I was at least 5 years old. Even before that, I've been raging. Like I would flip out in kindergarten. I would flip out in kindergarten. I'm a very calm person. I'm calm. I like peace, but I'd flip out. You know why? Because of BS. I can't tolerate bullshit. Can't tolerate bullshit. And you know, it's just a lot of it is the harsh way in which I grew up. We grew up in a lot of us Gen Xers. We grew up in some really hard and dangerous times, and our parents were scumbags. And as a result of that, we walk around with the silent rage. That's exactly what it is. It's the I shouldn't. It's not the red pill rage. It's the silent rage. But if you keep on pushing us to the point, we'll flip the hell out on you. Like we'll really go off and we'll lose our minds. Like we will break. Like guys, it when a Gen Xer loses their shit, it's immediate and instant, and no one understands it. Like I'm a very cool, calm, and collected person. I'm usually the calmest and calmest and most level-headed person in the room. That's how I am. But if you piss me off and you get me to that point, it's a silent rage where it'll just come out of nowhere, and no one will expect it because I am so cool, calm, collected, and level-headed. That's how a lot of Gen Xers are. A lot of Gen Xers are very cool, calm, and level-headed. The reason why is because they've had to be. By 10 years old, they were already full-blown adults because their parents were never around. They had to take care of themselves, and in many cases, they also had to take care of their younger siblings. A lot of those people are millennials. And you see the reality now where you're like, damn, Gen X went through a lot. And Gen X has that rage inside of them. And a lot of these young Gen Zers don't understand. Like these people will just let it, they went through so much, they'll just let it go. Let it go, let it go. They'll let it go on that ass. They'll let it go on they'll let it go on these little Gen Zers who don't know how to act right. Don't know how to act right, don't know how to behave, don't know how to conduct themselves, don't know how to have a proper conversation. They'll just let it go. Let it go, let it go. Not gonna take your crap anymore. Let it go, let it go. I'm gonna put you right out that door. Let it go. Like these Gen X is really not messing around. People need to stop messing with Gen X. Oh my gosh. I don't know, guys. I really, really don't know. The world is such a miserable place right now, and we all have to be consciously aware of it. We all have to be consciously aware of the situation. Oh my goodness. Guys, you see these things. Broke girls are breaking down into tears, as men are beginning to reject them because they're not putting up with the crap that these women are going on with.
Because we've been together 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. So then I bought you a Rolex.
This is a petty excuse for a Rolex.
A petty excuse for a Rolex? It's cost £4,000.
That's not that much money.
What do you mean it's not that much money? What do you get me for my birthday? Deodorant?
Well, you're a man, I'm a lady, so...
So she is complaining about the £4,000 Rolex he gave her when she gave him deodorant, which cost less than £10? What does being a man has anything to do with the gift price?
Just let me back in my car.
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
Take this watch and go and get me something. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep this one, and you can go and get me another one that's a little bit of a decent size.
A decent size? Look, that's a £4,000 watch.
Come back in the car.
Let me back in my car. How are you supposed to even get home? You can't drive.
I can book myself a chauffeur.
An Uber?
A chauffeur.
Okay. A chauffeur? Oh, all right. So
Why
was
don't
on.
you go and book me a chauffeur while you're at it?
Let me back in my car, bruv.
Drive me back home, and you can go and
What?
sort out the
Oh,
watch.
because I didn't get you a bigger watch.
Yeah, basically. I just think it's like a joke.
You think it's a joke?
Guys, you can see mental illness on her face. You can see the mental illness on her face. All right, that's the mind virus right there. It's completely taken them over. And there are a lot of you on copium who are like, "Oh, every single video you put on angry. These are all skits. They're not real, bro. These videos are real. You could tell when they're skits. These videos are real. These women are doing this. These women are doing this because they are so far gone. They are completely disconnected from the value of money. They do not like men. They do not like us. They don't want us around. They want the streets. They want Chad. They want Tyrone. You know, these are a lot of you have to, we don't talk about the notion very often that while women are not born evil, they are easily susceptible to evil and evil acts and drawn to evil. That's why you can see, like, you know, women are reading books now, falling in love with demons and having relationships with demons or Satan, and saying that demons are a better catch than men. A demon is more protective than a man. A demon is more loyal than a man. A demon has more love and kindness than a man. A demon is safer than a man. A demon will protect a woman better than a man. Demons, okay? Demons. These women are literally getting into relationships, lusting after demons, all right? And not only demons and men who are known as demons, or men who are possessed, essentially possessed by demons. Jesus Christ. Like, you go to Barnes and Noble and they have entire sections now of demon books, and they put them right out in the open so that women can go and pick up their demonic literature. Demonic. The books are literally have the word demon on the cover. Demons and witchcraft. Okay? Because a lot of these women are also practicing witchcraft, doing spells, and now it's very natural and normal for witchcraft to be done out in the open. Y'all, this is some crazy stuff. Broke girls are breaking down into tears, guys, and that's really what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, this is a joke. You don't think this is a joke? Have you seen this? Have you ever seen a Rolex this tiny?
Well, yeah, on a girl.
I have not seen a Rolex this size.
But this is a lady's watch.
Is this even a real watch?
Of course it's a real watch. It has the receipt there in the back.
This is not what a Rolex is supposed to look like.
Well, it is. It literally, if you open the flap behind the thing, it has the receipt
Like
there.
half the size.
Yeah, obviously half the size.
Nice entry present. Thank you. I'll take it as an appetizer.
An appetizer? No. Can you please open the car?
Now go and get to the main menu.
The main menu?
She better go to a restaurant if she wants the full menu. This is a clear example of someone who lost touch with reality.
Look,
My birthday.
that is literally what you've got.
Okay, so
So what?
I don't know where we're gonna take this from here. I don't feel comfortable with this birthday arrangement,
You don't feel comfortable?
relationship.
Just let me back in my car.
He should have brought you some face cream. She doesn't love you. She loves pricey things. Can I have the Rolex? And forget about her. So give it back so I can return it. Let's break it down a bit more.
What's the problem? Just open the door.
Just so tiny. Like, I can't believe that you would buy me this and expect me to actually
What? What?
like it.
Well, why not? It's a beautiful watch.
Guys, women have destroyed the relationship between men and women. All right? They have absolutely destroyed the relationship. And men are not going to be coming back. You know, men are basically like, okay, you know what? This is how you behave. This is what you want to do. Okay, we're just gonna walk away and we're gonna stay away. Okay, no more gifts for you, no more toys for you. You know, you can go and figure it out on your own. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth. Women did this to themselves because women bring chaos into the lives of men. That's how they operate.
The gesture alone should be appreciated because not everyone is getting a gift from their partner on that special date, and this is something she should take into consideration, but instead she believes it's not good enough. She needs to work at McDonald's for a few weeks. It will help a lot.
So what?
I don't know where we're gonna take this from here. I don't feel comfortable with this birthday arrangement,
You don't feel comfortable?
relationship.
Apparently, he is the one who has done something to make her uncomfortable. I bet both of them are on the same page because he is probably having the same doubts. I know most guys would be analyzing their relationship after this episode.
She wants to be in a relationship, but wants to let her partner know that he shouldn't be counting on her to support the family financially. She is earning for herself, not the family.
So Holly, listen. a 2-income household. Now, listen, we can definitely have a nice 3-bedroom house under just my income. You dig what I'm saying? 3-bedroom, 2-car garage. But now, out of both our incomes, we can get an 8-bedroom house, 4-car garage. Why are we not elevating together? What you gonna do with your money while I'm paying for everything?
So no. I'm not saying that you're gonna be paying for everything. When I say a 2-income household, I'm not bringing my income. If I start dating a man and he's like, okay, we gonna get serious, we gonna make money together. My income prior to you has nothing to do with you. I'm not bringing it to the table, because if you a man, you supposed to groom me, right? We supposed to do this together. My income don't have nothing to do with what
I get it, but we talking about after we've already been together.
Yeah.
Once we're already together, right? And we're trying to figure out, all right, look, we're looking for a new house. Are we gonna look for this new house under just my income or both ours?
You talking to me. If you're dating me, your income gonna be solidified. You're not gonna care about man. I'm not bringing man to the table.
It's not me.
Y'all see how sick this is? This is not, guys, these are not skits. This is real. These are not skits. Some of y'all are on copium. Like, get the hell off my channel. If you're saying that this is fake, this is real life. This is what women are actually saying. All right, get out of here. If you think that this is fake, go away. Go watch videos by Destiny. Go watch videos by Sims, okay? Go out there. Go find yourself a woman. Like, seriously. Stop. Like, go outside. Go get yourself one of these women. All right, go. Not all women are like that. I understand that. So go out there and find one. Go and find yourself a good girl. All right? Leave Uncle Angry alone. Get off Uncle Angry's channel and never come back. Because it took me decades to gain this wisdom that I'm now sharing for free. I'm sharing this wisdom for free. And if you don't understand, this is how you end up getting gobbled up. This is how you end up losing everything. This is how you end up having your life destroyed right in front of you guys, because you don't want to wake up. A lot of women who are behaving like this are going to find themselves homeless. They're going to find themselves living in the streets, living in shelters, living in the woods, living in their cars, because of this very highly entitled attitude that they're coming with right now. Because no man in their right mind wants to put up with this. You guys need to wake the hell up and realize that nothing lasts forever. And women have set themselves up and set themselves on this path. And this is where it basically leads to. Okay? It leads back to the streets. The government does not have that kind of money to subsidize the living of women. It absolutely does not have money to subsidize the living of women. That's why you're not having a lot of women who are breaking down into tears, because men are turning around and rejecting them and saying, you know what? We're done with this relationship. It is from the streets that you came, it is to the streets that you shall return. And I'm not going to put up with it. And a lot of these women don't have anywhere to go back to because their parents don't have a place for them anymore. And it's like their mental state is so messed up. Let me tell y'all something. Women cannot suffer. When women end up on the streets, they think that they can do it they think they can do it forever. They can't. They begin to go downhill. It wears on them. They start to use substances. They get mixed up with things like blues. That's something that they use over, I think, in like Arizona. All right. They start to go down. I don't know if it was Arizona or New Mexico, one of those places. They start to go downhill, and eventually age catches up with them. We are not immortal beings. We're not immortals, children. We are not immortals. All right? We are all going to leave this earth at some point. The boomers may think they're going to be here forever, but their wicked ways are going to catch up with them. All right? The way that they've treated their children, all of that, it's going to catch up with them. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I tell you guys, it's such a crazy reality. It's such a crazy reality that we live in. When you look at how entitled modern women are, you just have to look at the people who raised them. You just look at the boomers, and it's the boomers who created this. It's the boomers who put these women out here. All right? They shaped society into this. And what do women say? Oh, you're a man. You're supposed to provide everything for me. Any money that I make from my job, any money that I have, that's my money. So wait a minute. So basically your money is your money, and my money is your money. Exactly, because you're a man. That's what you're there for. I'm not bringing any of my money into a relationship. I'm not spending any of my money in a relationship. So basically anything that we grow together is from your money. It's from your doing. All right? But that's everything that I own is separate. Guys, that's not a relationship. That is a gold digger. That's a woman who is using you to build her life off you. She only wants your value. That's why I said the guys who are 6 feet tall, the guys with the six pack, the guys who make above 6 figures a year. These are plan B guys. She will never love you. She can like certain things about you. She can like how you look. She can like that, she can like what you can do for her. She can like things that you have. She can even like certain things about you, but she will never love you. All right? The men that she actually loves are the little ponchos. Little Poncho. She loves Little Poncho. She loves Little Poncho with his fat little belly and his tequila, all right, and his little mustache. That's the man that she loves. Poncho and his brother Sancho, they're like the Mario brothers. They know how to lay pipe. All right? Those are the men that she loves. These men, they don't give her money. She brings money to them. She spends her money on them, and if she doesn't have it, she will go and get it from another man and spend it on them. Because that's how women operate. Women are drawn to toxic, low-value men. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, guys, subscribe to the Angry Guy Clubhouse on Substacks. You can dive into more podcasts, Gen X stories, wealth building guides, tons of stuff over there. Guys, I'm on there constantly. I'm chatting with you guys. You can hit me up via direct chat. And you can also get a free copy of the Digital Nomad Blueprint. And the link is in the description to go and join the clubhouse. It's completely free. It is so awesome. And it's less toxic over there. We don't have to constantly worry about being censored. And whenever I put out a new podcast or a new post, they're basically articles. I write articles over there. I drop articles like pretty much every single day. I'm dropping a brand new article. It's delivered right to your email, so you'll always get an email whenever I put something out. You can download the Substacks app. You'll get a notification right on the app, and it'll tell you, oh hey, and you can get a notification, or you can set up to send you a notification or send you an email. It's really your choice, and you'll always know whenever I'm dropping my content on Substacks. It's so awesome. It's really crazy. There's also extended videos over there. So, for example, if I make some videos on YouTube that I make, there are extended versions of those videos, and there's a section for that. Yeah, guys, it's so good. I'm actually thinking about putting some of my Angry Guy classic videos over there. So, because I have a ton of videos from my back catalog, like 1,000 videos, and I'm thinking about putting those videos over there for you guys so you can go and enjoy them. But yeah, guys, Substacks, absolutely insane. The Angry Guy Clubhouse, we have our own little space right now. A lot of you guys are gobbling up the content. I love that. It's linked in the description, and there should also be something on the screen of the clubhouse. You can click on that, and it'll also bring you over there. What do you guys think, guys? What do you guys think? Broke girls are breaking down into tears as men reject them. Let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA. Men walking away, and cheers.